Hey, all you rock stars, what is really going on this fine day? And around here, it's just an absolute fine day. We're at the end, I think, here from my area. And yes, you are watching the Winning Walk with Christina. For my area, we have a period of time called Indian summer, and that is the end of the month of October and the beginning of the month of November. We have 70 to 80 degree days, and they are picture perfect. They're not like, you know, the 80 degree days of spring and summer and hotter than that. The heat is taken out of it, which is why we call it Indian summer. It's picture perfect. There's a light breeze, there's a crisp undertone for fall, and it's just absolutely beautiful out here. And I love it. It's where if you work from home or if you work in the office, it's the kind of day where you want to move your office outside if you have to work and just soak up the elements. See all of the flowers, the trees, the squirrel, the bird, everything like that, because it's just absolutely beautiful. And I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of that with you. I wish you were here. I wish you could get some vitamin D on your skin from this beautiful sun. I wish that your mood would lift, and any stress that you had going into the day that you carry, that you would just lay it at the foot of the cross and let the breeze blow. Look at the trees blowing. It's so pretty out here, y'all. It's beautiful. If in your neighborhood where you are, you have this type of Indian summer weather and you can get outside for 5 minutes, I'm gonna challenge you. That's gonna be my Tuesday Moti. For 5 minutes, get outside. Get outside. If you want to go for a winning walk for a couple of minutes, go for a winning walk. If you work from home like me and you can take 5 or 10 minutes and go for a winning walk where you are, do that. Do that. You will be surprised at how wonderful you'll feel when you come back. You will feel better, I guarantee it. Okay, y'all, Halloween is over, but our neighborhood and the surrounding neighborhoods love Halloween, and they will not let it die. Some people keep their Halloween stuff up like some folks keep their Christmas stuff up. Halloween around here is just like, it's the favorite holiday. It's running neck and neck with Christmas, and it's just so interesting to me. Two different holidays with two vastly different meanings. But go back. Stop. Stay focused. No. Get out. If you garden, get out in the garden and enjoy the Lord's creation and all of the flowers that are blooming. I had seedlings that I planted that have sprouted, and probably this weekend I'm gonna get out and plant them in a little flower bed that I have in my backyard. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I wish you could see it. I wish you could feel it. If you're not feeling well, or you just feel a little stressed or somber, because believe it or not, as you know, festive and joyful as the upcoming holidays are going to be for some people this is the hardest time of the year. It's to the point where they do not even like the change of seasons and weather, because it brings grief. It brings remembrance of those that you love that aren't going to be sitting at the table with you for Thanksgiving or Christmas or any of the holidays yet again this year. And it is hard to navigate grief for a lot of people. And in that instance, a lot of people, whether you realize it or not, you just think, goodness, you know, this is a time of year where people should be loving and giving. But for a lot of people, it's a reopening of a period of grief that's very painful, and emotionally they're not able to navigate through it like they should. They haven't got counseling, or they refuse counseling, or don't think they need it, and they're just muddling through it, and they're lashing out, and they're being snappy and hateful, and you're wondering why. For a lot of people, that's why. A lot of people. That's why during this time, October, November, December, I always try to extend people a little more grace, because I don't know what they're dealing with and how they're getting through it. But for a lot of people, it's a very lonely time. It's a time full of grief, and it's a time that they would just rush through, and I totally get that. I mean, I have seasons of grief, dealing with all of the people I lost in the span of 2 or 3 years. I lost at least 8 people. 2 I lost within weeks of each other. You know, I lost my aunt on my birthday in 2018, and then I lost my mom not 2 weeks later. So I understand the aspect of grief, and I understand that it takes years to feel like celebrating anything, and desiring to celebrate. A lot of people want to be around people but don't have anybody to be around. But then a lot of people close themselves off from people. Just all of a sudden they go ghost, and everybody's looking for them. Well, they're dealing probably with some form of grief. But I tell you what I know about a winning walk that makes it really winning is that if you walk through your grief, if you get out and get some vitamin D, if you get some sun on you, if you feel the breeze, if you give the Lord all of how you feeling, honestly, tell him, Lord, this sucks. I feel like trash. It's just horrible. Why, Lord, do I have to go? I mean, if you can talk to the Lord the way you would talk to your closest friend, because he's closer than your friend. If you can talk to him in that way and give him all of that and enjoy the day, even though you're missing that loved one, even though the person that you love is not going to be here with you, you are here. There's work for you to do. There's work for you to do still left. You're just not here to grieve and mourn. You grieve, you mourn, but you live. You live. And if you go out here and you get the sun on your skin, it will lift your spirits. It will lift your spirits. You will feel better. Yeah, it takes years. This year marks 5 years that I've been without my mom and the rest of my family members. And it's tough. But there are aspects of it that I find joyful. And one thing I find joyful is the ability to give to my neighbors and my friends and enjoy their company and enjoy their joy when they receive the things I give. I cannot wait for my yard sale. I have something to look forward to that's gonna fill me with joy. I can't wait for the kids to see the giant toy box and to be able to go through it and clean it out. It's going to be a lot of fun, and the temperature is going to be perfect. I'm excited about that, and that keeps me going. That keeps me from isolating and closing myself off to people. It's beautiful, y'all. I'm just ranting, but I'm giving y'all the Tuesday Moti for y'all to think about. In the midst of all that you're going through, take 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And thank God for his creation. Look at everything he's created. There's joy in all things. Even in grief, you can find joy if you look hard enough for it. If you look hard enough for it, you can find it. And I'm praying that for you today. Find a way, one way or the other, to have the most amazing day.